I do wrong, better get me to work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy again.
What's good, MarlonmadethatTV? Hold on, I need my pen. What's good, MarlonmadethatTV? Back with another video, and today, hold on. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. But today we got Baddies Africa episode 8 review. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna jump straight into it. So it transitions from the baddies being in the town they were in, I forget the name, to Josenberg, in Africa. And I'm not gonna lie, they did like a snapshot of a camera view of Josenberg, and it looked really nice. I liked the city of Josenberg. I want to go one day. You feel me? I fuck with that. My question: what happened to Scotty? She said she had anxiety, panic attack. I don't know. You feel me? And that could happen. You know what I'm saying? When you feel me with a bunch of girls, it's a bunch of fights, it's a bunch of, you know, liquor, aggression. You know what I'm saying? Coochie flying. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That could be a lot to deal with. So I do see her having anxiety, but there was a rumor. I don't know how true that is. I can't say that it's valid or validity, but something with her and Lemmy Plummer as far as DV, but I don't know. That's for the conspiracy theorists to take on. You feel me? So, and where is Summer during filming? Because we didn't get an update from Summer since what, episode 5, maybe 4, when they put that that she won't be on the season, or she'll be missing a couple episodes and shit like that. I don't know. Like, I feel like they need to update us too, because we didn't see Summer yet. Like, you feel me? But she comes back eventually. But I feel like they should have gave her an update as well. But we all know Scotty, she fucked the ball, so she might have a little bit more cameo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, Coquilla and her shades, yo, she's too funny. Like her, like, I don't know, like something about Coquilla, it seemed iconic to me. She's funny. She don't got no hands. I ain't gonna lie. She cannot fight with the damn. Everybody who done fought her, the only person I feel like she fought and got one off on was Summer. Everybody else I feel like beat her up. But it's okay. You feel what I'm saying? You don't gotta be a fighter to be entertaining or be an interesting personality on TV. Like Coquilla, she just a personality. Like she's a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Coquilla, you feel me? I fuck with it. All right, so it cuts to them getting on the bus. You got bus A and bus B. So let's say bus B is Rolly, Big Lex, Scotty. No. Rolly, Big Lex, Dolly, Tavi, Russian Cream, Elsie, and Diamond. And then the other bus is the K-Rican, Fauna, Coquilla, Ivory, Choco Brown. So, on their bus, they're just, I don't know, they're talking about what happened between K-Rican and Choco was like, it wasn't that serious, you feel me, but you talked about my wig, I wanted to fight, you feel me? So she felt like she needed to fight. K-Rican, you know, popped her in confessional. She felt like it was for no reason, and I ain't gonna lie, it did seem as though they fought for no reason. Like, it wasn't really no, like there was no purpose in that, but hey, you know, it's reality TV, shit happens. So then it cuts to the other bus, and we get Rolly bringing up what happened the night prior with Tavi and Coquilla, you know, fighting or whatever. So this is when Lex addresses her. She addresses Tavi. So she must have seen, I don't know if this is how true this is, but she saw Tavi talking to Fauna after their fight, and they were kikiing, laughing or whatever. Now this is my thing. It had nothing to do with you, Lex, so what would you feel away about it anyway, if shape or form? Now, if K-Rican, maybe Elsie, Russian Cream, if they felt the way, that's understandable and was checking Tavi, because it's like you doing on-camera shit and popping it, but then off-camera you want to be buddy and friends with them. So I get that, but Lex, you really had no reason to check her onto why she did that. You feel me? So she checks Tavi, so Tavi's just like, no, like, I do what I want. I do what I want. If I want to talk to other people, if I want to, you know, like have a conversation or have a understanding, I can do that. You feel me? Like, ain't no bitch gonna tell me nothing. She said big, little, small, she out there, and I respect that about Tavi. I like, as the newbies, like, I like Fauna, K-Rican, Coquilla, Tavi. I just like them. Elsie, Russian Cream, I can do with that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I like Choco Brown too. You feel me? It's just like Tavi, I like her. I just wish she would have got Ivory when she kept jumping in her fights, because she been playing her face since, you feel me, with the whole Diamond thing on the bus. So I feel like at the reunion, I don't know, you need to get her, girl. I don't know. And I like Big Ivory, don't get me wrong, but I think you should get her. That's just me. But But yeah, she just saying like she popping her shit, like she got her baddie chain and all that. And it was crazy because Tabby went on Instagram and said like how it's crazy Dolly did 2 seasons and get a chain, but I was there for 2 weeks and got my chain. You feel me? So I was like, dang. But low key, Natalie could have gave her that chain just to start controversy because it happens like that. So her and Lex bickering back and forth or whatever, boom, boom, boom. Bus A, not really much shit talk about. They just talking about how Tabby deserved her chain and stuff like that, which is true. You know what I'm saying? She been going hard. She been in the paint. She been doing her shit. So her and Lex get heated. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. So it gets to a point where Lex do this in her face. Now Lex do talk with her hands, but it's like it's just a respectful thing. You feel me? When you put fingers in somebody's face, it's an indication of disrespect, or you want something. You might need that from them. You feel me? So Tabby like, get your hand on my face, my nigga. Like, get your fingers on my face, my nigga. And Lex like, that's how I talk. That's how I talk. That's how I talk. You feel me? Just like all in Tabby shit. So Tabby, she started doing it back to Lex. Feel me? So they just bicker back and forth. So then Dolly gets to standing up. But I also noticed I played it back. I watched it about like 2-3 times. I saw Rolly end up getting up and she said something to Dolly. But you hear Lex, it's Lex and Tabby arguing. But if you watch it back, Rolly check Dolly and was just like, Dolly, don't jump in their shit. They grown ass women. Like, you need to mind your business. Like, stop doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you keep jumping in fights that don't got nothing to do with you. You did it with Fauna. You feel what I'm saying? You did it with K-Reek. Like, you keep jumping in. It's like, girl, like, come on. All y'all can fight. At least the big 3 I'm gonna lie. Summer getting better at fighting. She might be the weakest link, but she can fight. You feel me? She getting better. It goes Lex, Dolly, Summer. Like, you feel me? In that order. You feel me? Because Lex is the heavy hitter out the group. Like, she really carrying. I ain't gonna hold you. And I still like the big 3. I don't care. I still like them, but it is like they doing too much for camera time, and it seemed like y'all are a little bit produced. Because Lex, what was your real reason for having a problem with Tabby? You didn't really have a problem. She said that in confessional. She said you didn't have a problem with me the day before, but now we on a bus and it's a problem. Like, you feel me? So shit, one thing led to another. And Lex was like, you were copying, please. You were copying, please. Now, if she was talking about Ivory, it makes sense. Because it low-key looked like Tabby didn't really want that with Ivory. She was more focused on Kokilla. And she should have been on that with Ivory. But then Lex said, you caught the plea with me. Lex, when did you want to fight Tabby? And what would y'all even be fighting about? What's the beat? So then she goes, you? And then just boom, she just cracked Lex in her shit. And I ain't gonna lie, Lex was getting on her. They both was thumping. They both was punching. But Lex, like, her shit just was connected crazy. So then Dolly jump in, boom. Dolly jump in, boom, she snatched, but it's hard to tell because the camera and security and shit like that. But she ended up snatching Tabby chain. You feel what I'm saying? She ended up snatching her chain off and like, oh, come get your chain and shit. It's just like, Dolly, that was weak as fuck. Because if you, like Tabby said, if you felt the way, you should have popped on her that night Natalie gave it to her. Because even Natalie probably was setting it up like, shit, let me see what Dolly gonna do, you know? Like, you could tell it was that vibe, but Dolly, like, she was like fake happy for Tabby, but she really wanted that chain. But I ain't gonna lie, it's T. I think Natalie didn't give Dolly the chain because she heard that audio of Dolly shitting on the Baddies chain. So she's making her wait longer and making her want that shit more and to do that shit. That's just me. Because I remember there was an audio. She was like, them big ass moissanite diamonds and shit like that. Like, Dolly was trashing that shit for real. I think Jasmine had posted it or somebody, a blog page caught that shit. So I think that's why Dolly didn't get her chain yet, honestly. Even though she deserved it. You know what I'm saying? She done fought the heaviest hitter of Zeus. She fought Taziki. Any bitch that fights Taziki and live to tell the tale deserves a chain. You feel what I'm saying? Deserves a motherfucking chain. You get what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You feel me? But, so she's like, oh, you come get your chain, boom, boom, boom. So, oh, and also too, Lex, you can't try to check someone about off-camera shit and allegedly you're a production puppet, in the words of not only Jayla, but many other Baddies cats that have seen that. So I don't know the validity, but let's be real. You feel me? You can't check somebody for doing fake shit for camera and y'all do it too. You feel me? Or all y'all doing it low key. So oh, on the bus, they cut back to the bus and they talk about how Natalie wasn't fucking with the new girls for real, and she wasn't. You know what I mean? Even though it is hard, like she a CEO, she got to do multiple things, but it's like you got to get to know the girls. You feel me? You got to get to know your girls. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Big Lex, why would you put your hand in her face? Tabby gained my respect because she stood in that paint with her and she was willing to do it. Boom. So they're about to arrive at the spot. They cut back to the bus with Tabby, Dolly, and then they arguing back and forth. Dolly throw liquor And this is what I'm saying. You don't throw liquor at somebody and turn around, my nigga. Like, they're gonna want to punch you. So Dolly turned around, Tabby hopped up, binked her shit. I'm talking about binked her shit. So Dolly mad, she tried to take the fucking lights and start fucking swinging them shit. Start motherfucking lights, start changing colors in that bitch, strobe lights, all that shit. So she about to swing it, roll like, oh, like, bitch, chill, like, what you doing? Like, woo, woo. Like, cause Dolly get mad, she started wilding, she doing anything, like, feel me? They trying to break that shit up, boom, boom, boom. So they pull up to the spot. So Natalie is in the front. So Natalie is in the front. Like, she looked mad innocent. Like, she was just like, she was at the hotel, like the Baddies Hotel, about to show the girls all this shit. She saw Rolly get off the bus. She was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? So Rolly told her, like, you feel me? They just jumped Tavi in the back. Now, my thing was, Rolly, and this is a big discussion online, the topic right now is a vote. Rolly, you should have jumped in. You feel me? I feel like you should have helped Tavi out, because it's like you was the only real one that was fucking with her for real and liked her. Even when she was talking on the bus and like, yeah, I deserve my chain and I did this, I'm from Jersey, you was fucking with her, you was saluting her. So I felt like you should have jumped in, but I think Rolly don't want that with, I wouldn't say Dolly, but I don't think she wants that with Lex. I really don't think she wants that with Lex. I think she wants to avoid Lex at all costs. She do not want that fate, but she wants Dolly. You feel me? I think her and Dolly eventually will bump heads. I don't know why, but even though she posted her for her birthday, so I think they're really cool, but I don't know how long that would last, because the way Dolly acts, I don't know Rolly, but Rolly, you know, she should be up for anything, so who knows. So Rolly had enough, you feel what I'm saying? Boom. So they get off the bus. They pull Dolly and Lex off the bus. She got the bonnet on. Tabby got her bonnet on. She ready to go, but she don't want to get jumped by Dolly and Lex, which is understandable. Them bitches is, you feel me? They be packing bitches out. So they hold Lex back, boom. So Dolly runs past security. She run up on Tabby, boom, 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 1, 2. But they both in their shit. Dolly at first was getting it, but then Tabby started being in that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then motherfucking doomsday happened. Lex called that fade out, and when I tell you she put belt to ass, like she whooped Tabby down. Like it wasn't even a fair fight. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the way Tabby fights and the way Lex fight are two totally different things. Now, Tabby got the size, she got the prolixicy, but she don't got the technique and precision to really go toe to toe with Lex. You feel me? Because Lex shit, she just face shot, pump back, face shot. Because it looked like Tabby was grabbing. But I will say Lex beat was whooping Tabby down. Like on some, she dropped her. She punched her in her face. She punched her in the back of her head. She dropped to the floor. And it was like it wasn't a knockout. It wasn't like a KO, but it was like a stumble fall to the ground. Like it was like, oh shit. Like she like boom and just dropped her. I was like, oh my gosh. And then Natalie and Rolly's like, no, not again. No. And all that shit. And she was like, oh, Tabby got hurt. Now listen, she do got hurt. I will give her that. Because to run 2 rounds of big legs, I do. But it was just like, it wasn't worth it. You feel me? Because it's like, she's putting belt to ass. That girl's chewing through shit. You feel me? I was like, damn. She wanted her lick back for that shit. And she got that. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, Lex, she's a heavy hitter. And in my opinion, she's either number 1 or 2. And I don't know, her and Tasiki might have to fight for that, but I do think Tasiki, her hands is not nothing to play with. She's the best fighter on baddies, period. Like I don't think nobody fucking with her hands. Like, you feel me? I respect Tabby, because that bitch Lex is a beast in the paint. Like, you feel me? It take a lot to really get out there with her. So then they get their shit off. So then Dolly come and they run their shit, boom, boom, boom. Now, if you slow it down, Dolly do get more hits in, but Tabby did more damage. So I would give the win to Tabby just off the strength of Tabby was already lumped up and bleeding because of Lex. And you following up after that, you can say she added on to that, but you didn't do that damage. You feel what I'm saying? Like, had you fought her clean and then whipped the ass, then I'd be like, oh, all right, she got that. But she already fought Lex, and then you hopped in. And she didn't even look as bad as Dolly. Like, Dolly shit was leaking, had scratches. Also, she looked crazy. Like, Dolly looked fucking crazy after that shit. So then Diamond, she calls out, I thought she was calling out Natalie, because she was like, oh, Natalie, I got my shoes on today. And Natalie tried to fake put her back down, but she didn't really want to fight DTB for real, because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, DTB will really whoop Natalie, like, if we're being honest, because Natalie can't fight. You know what I'm saying? She's not a fighter. She's never been a fighter, even on her season, Bad Girls Club or Baddies or anything. Like, she's fought. She'll get out there, but it's not no like she heavy hitter. She was never. It never gave that. So she like, oh, you don't want to fight me. So then Choco come out the cut. You know what I'm saying? Bad black bitch. She's ready to, she's ready to fight. And I'm not gonna lie, Ivory, I fuck with you, but all that coaching and all that shit, girl, let them fight. I don't need all the extra theatrics that you adding on and doing. You feel me? Let them brawl, let them do their shit. I get you want to cheer Diamond on, that's cool. But it's like you be antagonizing the other girls who got beef with your friends. Like you be antagonizing them until they check you, and then you be ready to be on that. It's like you can't get mad because if someone was doing that to you, you'd be ready to fly a bitch head off. You feel what I'm saying? So get Choco her respect. Like she hold her shit, but I will give it to Diamond though. Those 2 rounds, she did her shit, and she blacked Choco eye again. So Choco walked out with 2 black eyes, not only 1. What do you mean? You feel me? So after all the fighting and commotion, she says, all right, come on, look at the rooms and stuff like that. This episode really made me like Tavi for real. I wanted to say that because I feel like Tavi was MVP of this episode. I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? I do not care. Her, Lex, Dolly, I feel like they carried this episode. Whether people want to admit it or not, but they did that. They did their shit this episode. She was fucking Dolly did not have to jump in, which is true. These are my notes, y'all. Rolly did try to stop Dolly from jumping in. Yeah, I pointed that out. Rolly do have a point. Tavi did stick up for because before they got in the house, this was before they got off the sprinter. I don't even know why I mentioned this, but Rolly checked Russian Cream and Elsie for not jumping in and helping Tavi because when Elsie got jumped or when Elsie was getting double teamed, Tavi jumped in and had her back. Now, yes, granted, the day before, Tavi did punch Elsie. So I understand why Elsie didn't really want to jump in and defend Tavi because she had her own altercation. But at the same token, it's like, if y'all are cordial or acquaintances or y'all cool or claim to be cool or whatever, like, damn, why you going to sit here and watch her get jumped? And then Russian Cream was just like, oh, after. Oh, yeah, no, that was later. Let me not even get into that. So she checked them. She said they need to go home, which I do feel like if Russian Cream and Elsie went home, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? On Caribbean, y'all sent home Dia and Slim Too Bad. I would have rather them. I ain't gonna lie. They gave more entertainment than I feel Russian Cream and Elsie. You feel me? No lie. But Elsie is fun. I'll give it to Elsie. Elsie is funny. And Russian is eye candy, but outside of that, I don't know, gang. Russian Cream, you weird. No lie. Because if y'all was cool, why not break it up at least? Which is a fact. Dolly feels like she needs that look back from earlier. Dolly, I like you, but you do too much. Pretty P confessionals are funny as fuck. Clock it. Oh, also too, because I'm reading, I had questions. So, Dolly, I wonder if Taziki was on this season, would you keep that same energy? Because you've been giving a lot of bully, big, you know what I'm saying? After Taziki, you just been, you know what I'm saying? But I wonder if they bring her back as a special guest or they bring her back as a cast member, what is Dolly gonna do? Like, are you gonna fight Taziki all season? Because I know you fought her 2 rounds and didn't want to go no more after that. Imagine a whole season where, I'm just saying, bro, I don't know. I don't think she'd have that energy. I think she'd have been, because even on Midwest, you could see, like, she was, like, chill. She wasn't really, she was still popping it, but she was popping it towards Pretty P and, you know, that energy. But she wasn't on that with Taziki. Like, how she is with K-Rican, Fauna, you know, all that, like, how she is with them is not how she got the energy with Taziki. I don't know. It's weird, but I think she knows. She heavy hitter. So they go in, you know, she shows them in the rooms, she's showing them around, they all pick out their rooms, blah, 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 blase. So it cuts to Rolly checks Elsie again, because she was like, that shit not cool, and she goes upstairs, and she did a one-on-one, because she did it in front of the girls, but she wanted to confront them by herself, so she confronted Elsie, and she confronted Russian Cream. So Russian Cream was like, oh, nobody helped me when I fought you, and nobody checked on me, and all this other shit, but it was like, bro, gang, you were supposed to defend yourself. When Rolly was checking you and talking to you like you some little girl or you try a little girl you and you don't keep you at this you ain't grown type shit, you should have held that issue. You should have been on that with her. You feel me? Because Rolly, I mean, she could fight. I ain't gonna lie, she can't whip her, but you know, at least stand your ground, at least stand your 10. But she tried to justify her being fake, and Natalie even told her, like, girl, you're not playing it safe because, like, you're not gonna have no friends if you flip-flopping and doing all this shit. You're not even thinking about the shit strategically, even if you're gonna do it. You feel me? So Natalie tells the girls they gotta find their rooms and get ready because they will have a talent show, and she will cash out them $5,000. Damn, I wish the shit out of it. What you mean? What you need a little Daddy both for me. Like, what's T? Like, you feel me? I need that 5K. I ain't gonna lie. So it cuts to Fauna just yelling. She's spazzing on Dolly. Her, a co-killer, K Rican, all that. And it's because motherfucking Dolly, this was off camera. They must have been getting glam, getting ready, and Dolly threw a Gots to Be spray at Fauna and started a whole commotion because they were getting their hair done first. It's just like bully shit. Like, what? And I'm not saying they let them bully them. I'm not saying that Fauna and them let Dolly and them bully them. That's not what happened. But it was like, you caused the altercation because they were getting their hair done. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you could have waited or did your own, like she said in her confessional. It makes more sense. Like, Dolly just on her bully shit this season. On some I don't give a fuck shit. You feel me? So, Fauna was popping shit at Natalie. But I will say, Natalie, you are playing in them girls' faces. And if they get you at the reunion, they have every right to, my nigga. You be forgetting their name. You basically insinuated, like, Fauna was getting punked. Like, oh, you know, Dolly said that she threw a spray at you and made you move, and now she's getting her hair done, so what do you want to do about it? And like Rican said, she was like, damn, Natalie, you making it seem like she punked, you know, Fauna or some shit, and she not going to do nothing. But Fauna had a point. Like, if you wanted to fight or you wanted to be on that, you had any opportunity. When they were outside, and after you fought Tabby, but you probably didn't want to fight Fauna, because Fauna probably would have gave it to you. I ain't going to hold you, because you was tore up on the floor fighting Fauna, Tabby. So, I don't think she wanted that shit for real. But I like Fauna popping shit at Natalie because she not gonna stand for Natalie playing in their face, and I like that shit. Yo, Coquilla funny. She was like, "You bitches don't got no views, 39 million views, 39 million views." What you talking about? Like she would never let that down. But yes, I will say, Natalie, you playing with her top two. I ain't gonna lie. So now we have a Baddies talent show. Bad black bitch, bad black bitch. You feel me? I fucking like. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was a vibe. I like that about her. I like Choco. He's a vibe. Regan is so good and I'm loving it. You know, she rap, she freestyle, she did her shit, shaking ass, you know, doing her shit. I ain't gonna lie, Rolly, you know how to eat the meat. I'm not gonna hold you. That banana was wild, but she ate the whole thing up. I ain't gonna hold you. She was doing the motherfucking tricks running through. Shit, you feel me? I was like, ah, damn. Diamond is funny as fuck for bro. When she did her poetry of Line It Up, that was so fucking hilarious. Like, I was dying. I was like, she a key. She even had Dolly laugh. She had people she fought laughing. Like, that's how you know she just, like, it's something about Diamond. Like, you feel me? She just got that personality. It's hilarious. Even her ops had to laugh at her because that shit was funny. And I didn't realize, I had to play the scene back. I said, wait, why is she? Because I was wondering, I'm like, damn, why Diamond wearing a ski mask? But then I was like, oh, shit. Joko Brown was wearing a ski mask earlier when they got into the house. So maybe she was, like, trying to be funny about her two black eyes or whatever. But, I don't know. And I go like, Killer had me fucking dying. When she did her acapella of that shit, nigga, it's a real bad bitch party, nigga. I was fucking in tears. I'm like, yo, and Diamond, come on, I fuck with you, but don't interrupt Killer. And let's not do that. You hopped on a remix with Tinka and got 1.9 million views. Did y'all shit, big one. But Killer been lit since 2018. We're not gonna sit here and act like she ain't. You feel me? Outside the slide, I don't know no music. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I remix. I don't know no song or verses, but I know she got some. You feel me? And she did 39 million views. So it's like y'all was hating on her hard, acting like she didn't create that song first, and she did. And I'm glad Really clocked it because she told Natalie Act. She said, "Wait, Killer, who made that song first?" And she was like, me. And then Rolly stood up for her, you know what I'm saying, and said, no, Killer made that song first, which she did. And Diamond was like, no. But before that, Diamond was like, if that's a real bad bitch party, it's a real baddie party. And then she said, nah, it's a real bad bitch party, nigga. Like, she just, Killer is just too funny. And then her shades, like, oh my gosh. And then this is the part that pissed me off because they are playing in Killer face. We know her verse for her. Like, we know how she get down. Like, we know that shit. You feel me? Niggas need to stop playing. And then for Natalie, this is the second time they had technical difficulties at the club and then at the talent show. I don't like that shit because they playing in her face. And then for Natalie to call Tinkerbella, it's like, what? And then Tinkerbella, you want to fight her over a remix that both of y'all did, and her shit is more viral. Let's not forget. I feel like they trying to erase history with that shit. Killer had fucking shit. Dub smashes, TikTok. Like, she had that shit on lock when she dropped that song, bro. You feel me? I remember bitches in my school turning up to that shit. So it's like I don't like how they trying to play her as if she just like some corny artist or she not known. It's weird. But the episode kind of cuts. They go back and forth, and after she FaceTimed her. But like I say, I think if Cold Killer or one of them found a Rican, if they got Natalie through reunion, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they probably want another check, so they ain't gonna do it. But it's like she be playing in their face. All right, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna do my Young and Reckless video episode 5 reaction after this. So make sure y'all stay tuned, and yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on all post notifications bells to be updated with all forms of my content. Cause we here and we in this bitch. 2025, 2026, nigga, it's my year. Fuck you talking about? And I'll see y'all next video. Yeah.